Welcome in this video. Xcn coin price breakout is approaching. Can the pump come? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch to the end to understand. One of the most notable formations on the chart is that the price is touching a falling trend line that it has been following for a long time. This trend line has repeatedly acted as resistance during previous price movements, acting as a ceiling on the price's upward movements. But each time the price was suppressed by this line and reacted downwards. However, at this point, we see that a very critical and promising level has been reached from a technical point of view, because the price has touched this falling trend line once again. Moreover, this time the outlook is much more positive than in the past. First of all, the structure of the price as it approaches this trend line is stronger and more stable compared to previous attempts. In previous contacts, the price had mostly approached with weak candles and had received net rejection from resistance on low volume. However, in the current situation, the price's approach towards the trend line is more voluminous, harder, and accompanied by higher lows. This suggests that market participants are now more confident that this trend line can be broken. It is also an important sign that buyers have become more active compared to previous attempts and are preparing to break through this resistance zone. A break of falling trend lines is often considered a harbinger of a new bullish wave in technical analysis. This is because these lines represent the ongoing downtrend in the market, and a break of this trend indicates that the market structure is starting to change. So if the price breaks this downtrend, it means that the selling pressure has subsided, buyers are gaining strength, and a new uptrend is about to be born. Moreover, this breakout is often seen as a dynamic that paves the way for bullish moves not only in the short term, but also in the medium and long term. With the breakout, there will be a significant shift in market psychology. Traders who previously sold on this trend line may be forced to close their positions after the breakout, which could create additional buying pressure. At the same time, for traders doing technical analysis, this breakout could be a long signal, and the price could gain further upward momentum as new buyers enter the market. In other words, the breakout has a significant impact not only technically, but also psychologically, which can cause the price to rise harder and stronger. In addition, such downtrend breakouts are often accompanied by a retest move. After the price breaks the trend, it may retrace back towards this line for a short period of time. This pullback often offers a second opportunity for traders. This is because the broken trend line will no longer act as resistance, but as support, and with support from this area, the price can start an upward rally again. Such breakouts and subsequent retests are among the most reliable signals in technical analysis. However, based on past price behavior, every contact with this falling trend line has resulted in a certain price reaction. This time, however, the situation is different. This is because the current approach signals a more decisive, more voluminous, and more structural strengthening. This makes the possibility of a breakout much stronger than in the past. In particular, when the price touches this line repeatedly, it signals what is called weakening resistance in technical analysis. This means that the more times the resistance zone is tested, the more likely it is to be broken. At the moment, this scenario is happening, and it is possible for the price to break through this line at any moment. But we can't decide the analysis only with the trends. Let's look at other metrics. Stay tuned. One of the most strategic areas to notice on the chart is a bullish order block zone located just below the price, where strong buy reactions are coming from. Such structures represent price levels where institutional investors or large players trading in high volumes are usually active and where significant buy orders have been left in the past. Currently, the price is very close to this bullish order block. In terms of technical analysis, this could signal a potential upside reaction. This is because such zones are known as places where buyers are concentrated and the price regains upward momentum. Bullish order blocks are considered to be areas where particularly large investors or smart money enter the market. These areas are usually where a sharp rise begins after a decline, and therefore act as support zones in technical analysis. Pullbacks to these support areas are often seen as opportunities. This is because when the price comes here, previous buyers re-engage to protect their positions, which allows the price to bounce back up. Looking at the current price structure, we can see that the price is slowly approaching this order block area. However, this approach may not be a cause for panic, but rather a positive opportunity for investors. Because once the price reaches this level, the area where strong buying was previously coming from will be retested. During this test, institutional orders in the bullish order block may be reactivated, causing the price to react quickly and decisively to the upside. The operation of such zones is quite common in technical analysis. Especially when supported by volume, such order blocks create strong structures where the price can find support. If we look at historical price action, we can see that every time this level is approached, the price clearly reacts to the upside. This indicates that the buying interest at this level is still there, and that this area has strong buyer support. Also, the price may not only react to the upside after hitting this order block level, but it may also mark the beginning of a strong uptrend. This is because such zones are also the sites of trend reversals, where the price regains direction. In this context, a price drop to this level is not a sign of weakness, but a potential signal of strength. A reaction in this area may not only mean a short-term correction. If the price reacts strongly upwards from this order block level, it could also be a trigger for a larger upside structure. In particular, reversal patterns, such as an engulfing candle or bullish pin bar that may form at this level, may generate a buy signal and may be considered as an entry opportunity for many technical traders. On the other hand, such strategic zones can often function as liquidity gathering areas. In other words, the market may first make a short pullback towards this bullish order block to remove traders selling at low prices. Then the upside momentum may accelerate with a bullish breakout. This, together with the clearing of stop-loss orders placed below the bullish order block, could trigger a rapid upside rally. Taking a closer look at the MACD indicator, we can say that a rather remarkable technical outlook has started to form. Currently, both the MACD line and the signal line are positioned above the zero level, and both lines seem to be getting closer and closer to each other, preparing for an upside crossover. In technical analysis, an upside crossover of the MACD above the zero level is generally considered a very positive signal. This is because it indicates that both the short-term momentum is gaining strength and the direction of the overall trend continues to be upward. In particular, MACD crosses above zero signal that the already positive trend in the market is likely to strengthen further. Such crossovers signal to traders that the trend continues, opportunities remain, and often trigger buy trades. This crossover also indicates that buying pressure is becoming more dominant than selling pressure, and the market is gaining momentum. The current structure on the chart shows that the MACD line is slowly but surely approaching the signal line. During this approach, the histogram bars are also decreasing towards negative and even tending to turn positive. This suggests that the negative weakness in momentum is now over and buyers are preparing to take control again. We need to wait patiently to see the intersection clearly. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.